Traders, we'll look at S&P 500 and mini futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart, and I have one supportive indicator on my chart, 21 bar exponential moving average, but I'm relying mainly on price action on the candlesticks alone. The structure of the market right now is fairly neutral, but most recent bias is bullish, and because prices started with consolidation, I'm not going to be looking for downtrend that is too broad, because at the beginning of the session, once I can see consolidation, I'm always better off just leaning to be drawing tighter structures, tighter patterns. I have a lot of confirmations over these lows, so right now the bias based on price action is bullish, and I'm thinking only about long opportunities. We're about to have a second entry long. There's going to be trigger about this bar, highest high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, but I have to respect the short-term downtrend. It simply looks too much like one leg down, so even if there's going to be a break above this bar, I will not be buying the second entry long because the downtrend is in play, and that's the integral part of following the trending structure. I still want to see downtrend having at least break and attempt for an extreme. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because I just took a high-low confirmation setup. You have a new high, first entry long, second entry long, but it is below EMA and the downtrend was in play, but we pushed above EMA. There is bearish reversal down and we form high-low. So now this is high-low confirmation setup. We tick below, trap all the bears, reverse all the way up. This is a strong bullish bar. And because the uptrend is the recent pattern and we need new high, there's a chance we're going to test the new high. We don't have fully new extreme for this downtrend, but we tick lower, reversed up. So I drop limit order. It is worth taking a risk for me. So I scalp 7 contracts for 2 points, leaving 1 contract as a runner. And my stop loss goes 1 tick below the single bar, great bullish bar. And I'm expecting a new high. So I'm betting more on following the bigger trend rather than the downtrend getting a new extreme, because there was the attempt. It can still make it, but I simply am risking the high low already. It's always better when the downtrend has a break and new low, so you know that there is no reason for bears to go lower, but this attempt is enough. It trapped all the sellers looking for new low. We were close to our target. It's a shame I didn't use limit order because otherwise we would have been out and we got stopped. But it's okay. I still like the setup even in hindsight. It's a high-low confirmation of the second entry long. Let's see what's going to happen next. Prices are way too congested now. It doesn't look like we're going to reach a new high. This was the attempt as far as bulls tried to take it, but they failed. And right now I'm just waiting because you can see EMA in all these bars, pure congestion. So I need a little bit more price action. Okay, so we can see that our uptrend just has a break in new high. It took much longer. There was some consolidation. I didn't realize we had medium impact news just when I was taking the setup. It's not high impact, but medium impact can still be avoided. So I didn't really notice we had news. It took a little bit sideways bias right here, so no real setup. And then we have a break in new high. So now we have flat EMA. It looks like some small consolidation. Definitely not easy structure right now. Prices are still staying above the EMA. Bit stacked. I cannot sell just yet. It simply looks too bullish. EMA keeps holding so strongly. So I need to see push below EMA if I want to consider selling. So still waiting area for me, because this downtrend barely has a small break in new low, basically not visible at all, and we push back above EMA. Every single major low is higher and higher, so it starts to look like weak uptrend, broad weak uptrend, where it looks like a trend range slightly tilted up because it's not acting as a healthy trend range. There is slight bullish bias, so this is a weak uptrend, and this is why I'm drawing this broader uptrend. Alright traders, I just came back from my break. We can see we have push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase. We have now correction phase working lower. This is perfect example of weak uptrend. So this is one leg down, we have a break, so we expect new low to be tested. And after we get a break in new extreme, if we push back above EMA, that's going to be a signal for me to look for long opportunity. So I need to see the push above EMA. That's the resumption that the bulls want to get the new high for this uptrend. Alright, so we had high impact news around this area. It completely reversed the market lower, so whatever the news calls, I have to adapt. So right now we clearly have completely different structure because the news came out, and I have to adapt to this downtrend. We expect new high, but because we're below EMA, there's a chance there's going to be second leg down. So I want to buy only after we push back above the EMA. So this is a felt second entry short, but because it is below EMA, I'm not really taking it, especially after such a steep one leg working lower. Right traders, resume the video because I entered second entry long, or you can consider this high-low, the initial felt second entry short. I didn't like entering the felt second entry short because it was below EMA, But now we had additional pullback. We finally broke strongly above EMA and we're closing above EMA. There's small support. And since this is a mini second entry long, another attempt by the sellers to create new low, another attempt that failed, reverse above EMA, such a great signal. But remember, I need to get new high. So I skipped the first entry and this is a little bit safer one. So I decided to go long here. The support even is more established. So I'm going to place my stop loss to break even because anything we make is just a bonus. We expect new high. So we're going to keep the runner around these highs. So there's a downtrend working lower, new low, one attempt to sell, second attempt to create new extreme. It failed. And there was the last one attempt. You can see one tick below, trap all the sellers, reverse all the way up, while this option needs to get new high. Okay, we have another good setup, but it is a double bar entry. A new high, first entry long, second entry long. We still need to get new high. The double bar entry is good because the high is very close to the high of the previous bar. You cannot go long above this very doji. So you need to wait for second entry long to trigger this bar. So this is a nice setup. Second entry long, EMA keeps holding, and we still need to get new high. So I'm holding my runner still. Actually, I'm going to leave it like this in case we keep pushing higher. I'm just going to be tightening the stop. But this is an uptrend, break, new high. Perfect price action. 3 setups on the way up. There was even great high low confirming the second entry long. Okay, we actually have a very nice, pleasant surprise. There's additional leg working higher. So I'm going to tighten my stop loss. And once again, if we're going to keep pushing higher, I'm going to be moving the stop loss. But I really don't want to risk giving too much back, so I'm not going to ride this out. The market's going to close soon, so I want to make sure I'm going to at least lock in something. But this is a great runner to finish the day. I'm glad I was holding it a little bit more. Okay, traders, so there's massive momentum. I'm tightening the runner as much as I can, and we got stopped. So I managed to squeeze much more than I initially wanted to. And this is what I do. Instead of just placing my target profit at this price level, letting it be static, I keep moving it and I'm giving it a little bit more room, and I'm really tightly moving my stop loss in case something like this happens. Because what can happen is the pullbacks are going to be so tiny that you're still in the game holding the runner, but you are not taken out. You can still keep milking the runner as much as you can. So this was perfect example, and what a great runner. Market keeps moving higher. There's a chance there's some bigger pattern, but like I said, it's way too late, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. All right, traders, so I'm going to wrap it up with my 2 trades. So this is the overall structure for today. It ended up being quite a challenging day. This day definitely tested your willpower. If you're someone like me who took a losing trade at the very beginning of the session, then price action kept going sideways with slight bullish bias. Not that many great easy setups, a couple aggressive ones, but not that many great textbook setups. Then we had spike in volatility generated by news, but towards the close we had a nice clean structure where price action rules align, and we had a bunch of high probability setups that actually generated massive runner towards the close. You can see I didn't really expect prices to rally this much, but if you're holding the runner, you can keep milking this even more and more, and simple trail is enough. So days like this, there's definitely power trading. You need to accept this, you need to take this into consideration. And what's most important, you cannot get frustrated about having a losing trade. That is power trading. I don't regret taking this high low whatsoever. This was a great high low. I like taking this because you can see it's actually very similar to what happened here. We have uptrend working higher, confirmation of the second entry long, uptrend working higher, confirmation of the full second entry short, and here we have confirmation of the high low. So we have an edge. It's going to work most of the time. Not every single time it's going to work, but if the setup meets the rules, you have to take it because you cannot cherry pick. This setup follows the rules. I have to take it. It failed, no problem. But these setups follow the rules, and you can see what happened. It doesn't matter whether you win or you lose. That's all power trading. It's actually very similar, for example, to boxing, because you cannot get frustrated when you get hit. You're going to get hit as a boxer. Okay, that's going to happen. Your opponent is not amateur. Your opponent is very skilled professional, and he's going to hit you just the same way you're going to hit him. So you cannot get frustrated. You're going to get hit. The most important thing is who gets the hand raised at the end of the day. So we're not worried about having losing trade here, having losing trade there. We're only interested if we can have decent win rate at the end of the week or at the end of the month. So this analogy should help you to accept losing trades more. They're simply part of trading. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.